Hey guys!
We're here today to do two videos as we do on every Monday, starting off with a band that reached out to us via one of the members of the band herself. She's also a viewer of the channel, so
Yeah.
she's a big fan of the channel. She has a band, she has a video. This is a brand new video from them. And she's like, can you guys check it out on the channel? It would be absolutely incredible if you guys did it. You guys are the absolute best. You guys like on top of Mount Olympus as far as people on YouTube's are concerned. She didn't say any of that shit.
I was gonna say.
I'm ad-libbing all of that. But anyways, the name
You're
of the...
saying what you wanted to say.
Well, I'm saying what I wish everybody would say. That's
yeah.
more like it. So anyways, the name of the band is Shield of Wings, and the name of the song is Wetland. So I'm assuming somebody's going to get wet in this video. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's check this out. Just making sure we don't miss anything. All right. Now, before we comment on this, I just want to say that I told her that, okay, we're going to check out the video. This better be good because, you know, if there's some toilet paper and people frockling around, you're going to get an earful. I'm just putting it out. Just because you watch our videos and you're a longtime viewer and you're a big fan of the channel, that doesn't mean we give you a pass. We're going to cut it up. Like, we're going to say what we have to say, good or bad, regardless. So I make sure I warn them beforehand. Like, don't think that if you come in with these nice words like, oh, big fan, you know, long time viewer, first time requester, you know, all of these cliches, don't think we're going to cut you any slack, because we're not. And her answer was like, I wouldn't expect anything less. All right, so here we are. Here we go.
I don't know why you started with that, because I have nothing. I don't really have anything.
I only have one small thing.
I have one thing, but I don't have anything very bad to say.
No, neither do I. But I'm just putting that out there because I don't want people to think.
Your one thing before?
Hold on, I just don't want people to think at home because, you know, I know the requester, they watch our videos and whatever. I don't want people to think that because of that, I'm going to throw them a bone and pump their tires and say this is the greatest song I've heard since the latest Nightwish album. You know what I mean? I just want to put things out there.
We've also had, like, you know, people request and they're in the band and we've torn into it. Or even friends of ours that are in bands that we don't really like, so we tear into it.
That is also true. That is also true. And that's very difficult to do. Especially when I know them personally.
Yeah, so it's even harder to do, but we still do it.
Fucking hard. Like, I reviewed, last year I reviewed an EP for a good friend of mine. He's the sub-in guitar player for Kalma when they go on tour. Harry. Like, he's a really good friend of mine. I love the dude. I love him to death. He has a band that released an EP, asked me to review it, and I didn't have much positive to say about it. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude, but it's how I feel. Like, it hurts me because it's not like I don't know him. I know the guy. And next time I'm in town or they're in town or whatever, I'm going to see him and whatever. So it could make things a little bit awkward, but I think it's important to always stay grounded and be honest with your opinion regardless of who the person is. Unless the person is Thomas from Wolfheart. And then I love everything he does.
Yeah.
I love everything he does. He never does anything wrong. Even when he does, he's still right.
Vote for him. You know?
Yeah, I can't go against that guy. He knows where I live.
Yeah,
he
knows where we live.
Yeah, exactly.
So we both can't go against him.
Yeah. So, anyways, outside of that, now let's get into this. Do you want me to go first?
I want
to start with a one single negative.
Yeah, because then we can always then we can.
Oh, then we can go. I actually wanted to start with something else, not music related.
Start with the negative, then we can go into other because I want to get it out of the way. I want to get all the negatives out of the way.
Let me just say one thing. The video started with her. The lead singer with her arms wide open, just like Creed, but she kept
them out. She kept them out.
I know, but she had the fingers like fucking Jeff Hardy. I thought she was going to do a senton bomb from on top of the tree and into the wetlands, and just fucking like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Get the tables.
Broken in half.
I know exactly. Perfect. You do a perfect JR. So the fact that the video starts with that, with the Jeff Hardy fingers
and the arms wide
like Creed.
But the arms were wide open throughout the whole song.
That is true too. That is very true. But she's way better looking than Scott Stapp. Way better. I mean, I'm not judging the dude, but I'm just putting it out there. I wouldn't mind listening to her doing covers of Creed. It would be a huge improvement.
Scott's on a different level, though.
Oh, he's definitely on a different level. I mean, that guy, you know, he's a legend. All right. So now you want me to say the thing that...
Yeah, I want to get the negatives out of the way, and then I want to get into the...
Okay, so the only thing that... First of all... So then we're going to go to the positives?
I also want to talk about the video, but yeah, the positives.
Because I want to talk about the video, because I thought the video was really well done. But, okay, the only thing I would say is this. I wanted one of two things. Either you put the volumes a little bit higher in the mix, or you lower the orchestrations a little bit. One of the two. The way the song comes across right now... She has such an angelic voice, and she has this very peaceful way of approaching her range and singing the words and bringing you in. There are certain key points in the song reminded me a little bit of Evanescence, so it had a little bit of that feel, that Amy Lee feel to it. When you have that sort of a vocal approach, you have to allow the vocals to somehow stand on top of the sound a little bit in order for them to really guide the experience of the listener. Because if everything around it, if there's one element, either be the drums, guitars, orchestrations, keyboards, whatever the case might be, if there's one element that's a little bit, not heavier, but it has more volume than the rest, it hides a little bit of what the vocals are trying to do, and it takes away the impact, that impact of having a very powerful vocalist with a very angelic style up front. You can get away with it if the range is a little bit bigger. If you have a vocalist like Yannis Papadopoulos, where his range is like incredible, and sometimes he's low and sometimes he goes higher, then it's fine. You can get away with it because there's going to be ebbs and flows vocally throughout the entire track, and you're able to kind of break through the haze that you're creating with the sound behind it. When you don't have a vocalist like that, when you stay in the pocket and you're very angelic in the way you come across with your voice, and you're almost creating an aura, you're almost creating an atmosphere with your range, I want that range to become the calling card of the song. I want it to be in the forefront. I want it to be noticeable. So either in the mix, you pull up her volume ever so slightly, just to be a little bit more on the up front, or you lower the orchestration, because I thought the guitars, drums, and bass were perfectly fine.
Yeah, so I think it was more you just need to up her vocals.
Because the orchestrations was not like they were super loud either.
No, it's just that
the vocals needed to be a step higher.
Like
that's all.
On the same
was
level.
that? Is that the same?
That was one of the. That was.
That's
also,
the only thing.
My other thing was. Now this is not. That was one of my problems. Now this one's not a problem. It's just like a wish.
Because there was hold on though. Because there was sometimes where the drums got heavier, and it felt like the drums were overtaking her. But that's fine because those are the ebbs and flows of the song, and I'm okay with that. The keyboards, the orchestrations were consistently a little bit over the top, and because of that, it takes a little bit of the impact. So, like I said, you can. I'm not a mixing mastering professional here, but as far as my enjoyment of the track, I need to either one comes down or the other one moves up, whatever which one you want. And that is it. I'm done. As far as negatives.
Yeah.
Because I still want to talk about the song in the video.
Yeah, no, for me, I think one of my things was that, like, there was parts in the song where I felt like her voice, she could have,
pushed it a little bit?
Pushed it a little bit. And it would have sounded really nice. But
with arms even more wide open?
Yeah, because even there was the one where it was kind of not her monotone voice, but it was more of like... It wasn't like she's putting much power into it, and she was.
But that was her delivery all the way throughout.
But there was parts where it was just that, and it was a long,
was prolonged.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a prolonged.
It was elongated.
Yeah, and I feel like there were some parts where she could have peaked a little bit up, and at the end there was a little bit of that peak. But I was kind of wishing it would be, instead of just having it all at the end, sprinkle it in between the song, because there were parts where I felt There could be a little bit of a peak before you go back into the guitar.
I mean, at the end, they also put some harsher vocals behind her, which I didn't think. I like that, but I think in the moments that you're talking about throughout the track, you know what I would have liked to see? I would have liked to see either doubling or tripling of her voice, like having like 3 or 4 layers of her voice, in order to give that in order to give that power to it, without really changing much, without her having to change anything.
I'm just saying, if
it would just pack the. Sometimes her voice was super thin, so
I just wanted a little bit something there. There was around, I don't know if it was the start or around the middle of the song, where I did hear like a mist of harsh vocals.
That was also towards the end. It came in.
It was towards the end, but there was also at the start where there was like a mist of harsh vocals behind her. Now, if you're gonna just put that mist, might as well just put it there for like a little part there. Because the mist, it was there, but it was like, why is it there? Like, it didn't add anything.
No. I mean, at the end, I liked it because it gave a sense of
because
finale.
It added something.
Yeah, it gave a sense of...
a little bit louder.
It was a little bit stronger, and in my opinion, it gave a sense of finality, coming to an end, like it's closure, the curtain coming down. I like it at the end, but overall, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm with you.
I feel like some things could have been pushed higher, or if you're not going to push it higher, at least, like... triple like the vocals, like you said, or something like that.
I think it would have been interesting, specifically with the chorus, if you double up on her voice and you have multiple layers, and they don't have to be like you can just compact them really nicely so that there is multiple layers, but it almost feels just like one voice with a lot of volume. So I think you can do a lot of that specifically in the chorus, and I think you would allow the vocals to jump up to the forefront a little bit more, and then you don't have to do what I was saying earlier, which is either lower one or up the other. Because then you would have a more control, or it would feel more control approached in the verses, and then you would have that bigger volume, bigger presence, not just musically, but vocally in the chorus to make the song feel a little bit more impactful. I'm with you. I think it could go in any of these directions. But to me, that's really the only things I got to say. And having said that, it doesn't really take anything away from how good the song is. I mean, could have been better? Of course, everything could always be better.
Everything could be better.
I mean, our videos could be a lot better if we knew what the fuck we were talking about. So, you know, like, but I think that overall, I want to go back to the video. For a band that I assume that doesn't have a huge budget, this video is really well put together.
Yeah, yeah.
I fucking enjoyed the video.
I mean, I wouldn't crawl in that water.
No, neither would I. But
that water got that COVID water right there.
No, that's hepatitis.
That gives you COVID feet.
No, that's hepatitis water right there. That's like some serious hepatitis or any of the malaria. That definitely malaria. That's malaria water right there. So
Ebola water.
Oh fuck, whatever. Like HIV, I think you can probably get HIV from that water.
That water,
because I'm sure there's some frogs doing it in that water.
Yeah, you know, water is not good when it has a green foam surface above it. Like, that's the water you don't get.
That's definitely not Fiji water right there.
That is not Fiji.
That's like that's expired Dasani water over there.
Expired. That's normal Dasani water right there.
So I really enjoyed the video. Like I said, for a band that doesn't have a huge budget to them, they used it wisely. The video is super entertaining. I like the studio setting, the wooden in the background, like the way the whole studio area feel, with sometimes the close up on the drummer, the guitar player, on all of them, and sometimes the wider shot where you can see everybody. Really well done. With then the nature side with her walking around. I really enjoyed it. It was captivating, and it was a video that really enhanced the overall sound experience that the track had. So the song became the soundtrack to what we were watching, and flipping between two sceneries sometimes doesn't work really well, but in this video it worked really well. The two were really well done. The video editing was really well done. I really enjoyed the video. I really did. I really like this video. And anytime you can incorporate nature, I'm always down with that.
Yeah,
so the video was really nice.
Like the dirt or mud on her, it was like crusting and shit. I'm like, oh my god, she's turning into Groot. Like,
the things that you think about, it's unbelievable. That's where you went.
Well, Groot.
I thought about like some skin replenishing therapy or whatever.
I did not think
the things you get like those at those California clinics.
Nah.
Where they do mouth massages. You know, they do mouth massages there.
They do mouth massages?
Yeah, they fist your mouth and shit. So like your jaw, you don't get locked jaw and stuff. I don't know, it's a thing. Mouth massages. Fisting. Whatever. Anyway,
fist your mouth.
Yeah, they fist your mouth. You should watch that show about the rich Asian people. Like I can't remember the name of the show. That's probably the name of the show. Anyways,
Asian people?
Yeah, they got the person to come over to their house and they were all getting fisted in their mouth and mouth massages and whatever. It was fucking hilarious.
That's how they stay young.
Huh?
That's how they stay young.
Maybe. Well, they're definitely rich because I couldn't afford to get mouth fisted.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, not by a professional. By like some hobo maybe, not by a professional.
I'll give you $5 for mouth massage.
No, nobody's mouth fisting.
But when you tell the hobo mouth massage, he's gonna think something completely different.
That is true. He's gonna put something else in my mouth, and it's not gonna be his fist. Either way, it's not gonna be good. So the video was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. The song, outside of those little things that we picked, I really enjoyed this track.
Yeah.
Her voice is really nice. Like I said, at glimpses, it gave me a little bit of an Evanescence, Amy Lee vibe. The guitar playing was really good. Keyboards,
I like watching the
bass.
drummer play.
The drummer had a lot of energy.
He has good style too.
Good style, good hair, good beard. Yeah, fuck yeah. This was good. This was really enjoyable. But you know, like I said, you know, now you got to take the good with the bad, and there you go.
There was way more good than bad.
Oh fuck, that was way more good. Way more good. I'll tell you. For like I said, you have to keep things in perspective. It's not like this is a band with a big budget. They did a good song. They did a good video. I really enjoyed it. I want to listen to more from them because I like this. I like this sound. It has a very interesting elements to it, and her voice is phenomenal. It really is. She has this super angelic, calm, peaceful song. I would love to hear a track with just her and the keyboards. Just her and the keyboards, like almost like a really dark, somber ballad, because I feel like she has the voice to really carry that through and create a very incredible atmosphere, like a very somber atmosphere. I think it's a must. If they don't have a song like that, I think you guys should work on something. So anyways, great song, great video, really enjoy it. Thank you for asking us to check you guys out. It's always a pleasure. We're always here to check out bands and to give them a platform so more people can discover these incredible, not well-known bands.
Yeah.
You know, we're not all about the milkshake that brings all the boys to the yard. We like to check out bands that perhaps other people are not checking it out, and that's how we can spread the good word. The gospel of Dio.
Yeah.
The gospel of Dio, and people discover new bands, as we do. All right. Anything else?
No, I think we've
covered everything. All right. So on that note, guys, don't go anywhere. There's another video coming right after. Keep refreshing. We'll see you at the next video.
See ya.